לפני כמה חודשים, ובאמת גיליתי איזשהו נגיף, ומצאתי פרק בתהילים. אמרו לי לקרוא אותו כל יום במשך חודש, כאשר היום האחרון הוא 7 באוקטובר. כל יום אמרתי את הפרק הזה. הפרק מדבר על מלחמה, ואלוהים תציל אותי. ואני אומרת, למה אני מתפללת את זה? מאיזה מלחמה אני מתפללת להינצל?
As you just heard, one of the captives that thank God returned to Israel shared her story beginning a month before that terrible Shabbos of October 7th. She had a virus, no real cure for it, and she was told to say chapter 27 in Tehillim, colloquially known as L'David Hashem Ori. It happened to be that the time she was saying it was precisely the time that most of the Jewish people were saying it, as is our custom every single year, with the last day being, indeed, October 7th, Shmini Atzeret. We all know what happened on the terrible day, and so shares this captive.
אני מסתכלת למצלמות, לכל המצלמות, אני תמיד עם ראש מורם, מאוד אופטימית מאותו רגע, כל הזמן חייכתי, כל הזמן צחקתי. יום אחד אני רואה את אחד המחבלים מצייר נר זיכרון וכותב עליו ספיר. ואני אומרת לו, למה כתבת את השם שלי? והוא אומר לי, אני לא אוהב אותך. את אוהבת שלי, אני לא אוהב אותך. אבל כשאת פה, יש אור. זה חלק מהתפילה שהתפללתי, שתבינו כמה זה לא היה קשור לרפואה. צרי ואויביי לי המה כשלו ונפלו. אם תחנה עליי מחנה לא ירא ליבי. אם תקום עליי מלחמה בזאת אני פותח. אחת שאלתי מאת אדוני אותה אבקש. שבתי בבית אדוני כל ימי חיי. כי יצפנני בסוכו ביום רע, יסתירני בסתר אוהלו בצור יום אמן. כל הפרק הזה מדבר על מלחמה. ותודה אלוהים שניצל.
So indeed, she went into captivity and she was returned to us. And she puts a lot of what happened to her as a result of saying L'David Hashem Ori, chapter 27. And I want to say 2 things about her story. Number 1, it seems absolutely clear from this story that prayer is not an ATM machine. You don't just put in a tefillah and you get what you want. It could be God said no. It could be God said yes, but he puts your tefillah in a safe somewhere and will take it out in 2 years and 10 years and then grant your wish. And indeed, in her case, she was taken into captivity despite saying, Im takum alai milchama bezot ani voteach. If indeed a war comes upon me, with this I put my faith. Indeed, despite saying that she has one wish, Achat Sha'alti, and that is Shifti Beveit Hashem Kol Yemei Chayai, that I'll stay in Israel my entire life, the house of God. That wasn't granted either. Indeed, prayers are not always granted, and sometimes they're granted not when you think. It took many weeks till this wonderful girl was returned to the Jewish people and the land of Israel, until that Achat Sha'alti came true, putting her faith in God, as she said, for a month, in a loop, as she says, so many times. But there's a second lesson. And that is, don't think that prayer is only there to influence God. Prayer is there to influence us. Look at her mindset. She kept her head up high. She said she will not be degraded to this nebuch that the enemies of the Jewish people want her to be degraded to. She stood proud. She stood with conviction because she said, Im tachane alai machane lo yira libi. If an encampment of enemies, vicious enemies in this case, encircle me, I will not be scared. Prayer is not just there to influence God, it's there to influence us in our mindset and our psyche. The ecstasy of prayer. Number 1, not all prayers are answered in the way we ask for them. And number 2, don't think for a moment that when you pray, it doesn't influence you.